Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Thank you for joining me tonight. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make lovely and quirky hand embroidery kits. And I'm here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. And it's a time where we can just relax and craft for about an hour in the evening here. And we usually work on projects from beginning to end. And the project that we are working on now is the Splendid Sampler to quilt along. I have my mom's Splendid Sampler quilt so far behind me here. I cleaned up a little bit, so now it's draped over my chair so I don't forget about it, so it doesn't get too buried in all my random batting and fabric that's sitting around here. But all right, you guys, we are going to do another block from the Splendid Sampler 2. Here is the book. Now, typically on Thursday, it's New Block Thursday. And it is actually New Block Thursday, but what is released today on thesplendidsampler.com is a bonus block. So it's actually very pretty. So go to thesplendidsampler.com to check out the bonus block. I am not going to be working on the bonus blocks, I don't think. My quilt so far makes sense with... Mom just said she needs her quilt back. But my quilt kind of makes sense as 100 blocks, which is what's in the book. So, 10 by 10. So I think I might stick with that. Maybe I'll come back and look at the bonus blocks. I think I'll still print them out. But last Thursday, 4 blocks were released. So we only got one of those done last week. So I think I'm going to just go back to one of those blocks. And I'm going to play it super duper easy today. I am going to, out of those 3 blocks that are left over, I'm going to do the hashtag love block right here. So I'm just going to do raw edge applique. We should be able to get this done super duper duper fast tonight. I'm going to be using the Steam-A-Seam 2. Again, this guy here. I think I have a link to this if you want to check it out. So we'll be using that. We will quickly pick fabrics, stick down this hashtag, and I think we will maybe stitch it up the same way that we did that block from a couple days ago. I think we might pull out some of this 12 weight thread and see how it does with that. So I think that's the plan tonight, and then tomorrow, I'm hoping to get this done tonight. We'll see, but I'm hoping this is a one-day block by doing the raw edge applique. And then tomorrow, I thought, instead of working on one of these new ones, I thought we'd go back into the binder of unfinished blocks and do some handwork, just work on some of those. So there's some with embroidery, some with some applique. I think what's standing out to me right now is maybe we'll do some embroidery on that kitty block, that one that has all that embroidery on. I think that's calling to me right now. So tonight we'll do this hashtag, and potentially tomorrow we'll do that kitty block, just some easy peasy hand stitching, relaxing tomorrow. Oh, you redid your pineapple block, Gretchen. Oh, you couldn't live with the old one. Well, I hope you like the new one at least. Practice makes perfect, right? You can at least try different fabrics and see how they work. So, all right, let's flip around and pick some fabrics and get this hashtag love block done. Let's hope that we can do it in a night here. I think we can. Alrighty. Dawn, you love the hashtag block. It is pretty cute. I said this, oop, yikes, sorry guys. I said this with the last Splendid Sampler too, but I was thinking, oh man, I'm not sure I'm gonna really like all these, these applique blocks that have like a little character or a little kind of silly thing on it, but those have been ending up as my favorite block. So it's just kind of funny. Like right now, I think it's kind of sweet, it's kind of cute, but I bet you I'm gonna really like it when we're done here. So, all right, the rules for picking fabric for my particular quilt. I mean, this is so cute like this, but the rules I've set aside for myself for my quilt is that I am doing white backgrounds every time I can. Like when there's a clear background, it's going to be white. So even though this is a cute pattern back here, I'm going to do it white. So let's see, this should be, yeah, this is big enough for a block yet. So here's some white. And then it looks like we just need 2 colors here. I'm not going to cut out squares. I'm just going to pick the 2 colors. So let's see. This is our white background. I'm only going to use, the other rule that I have for my colors on this quilt is that I'm going to use all of these kind of pale yellow colors, and I'm only going to use these bright colors like every 5 blocks. So I'm not going to choose from here. I'm going to set that aside, and let's just kind of see what we would want a hashtag and a heart to look like. I actually do really like this blue and yellow is pretty, but we don't have blue. We're going to have just a couple pale colors. I kind of want, why don't we call it out? Let's do one of these fun. I really like this fabric. This has that pop of blue in, which is kind of fun. We could do that for our hashtag. It's bright, it's fun, I like it. I think we have quite a bit left too, which is good. And what's a good complementary one to go with that for the little heart? Something that will pop against this white still. Gosh, we haven't used this one very often. Oh, we could just do like pale little flowers. Let's set that one aside, maybe that one. This can be an orangey yellow block, maybe. This is kind of, they kind of go together, I think. Or we could do like a little spots. That's kind of cute. We have hardly any of this, but it would be adorable. Maybe this one. Gosh, we don't have much of that one either. Well, that's fine if we don't have much of it. That's the point. We're using up stuff, right? I don't think I like that one as much. Actually, I think I like the flowers. I think I'm going to just, yeah, let's just go with it, although this gingham's kind of cute. All right, should I do the flowers or... I think the flowers will pop a little bit more. Actually, I think this will pop a little bit more than that. That competes too much, I think. Let's go with that. The end. Good enough. Let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna put all these to the side. Oh man, though this one's kind of popping out at me now. A little plaid heart. Oh, I think I'm gonna do this. I like the florals and the plaid together. I think that's kind of cute. We're doing that instead. Change my mind. All right, I think this is pretty. So let's do this. This will be the hashtag. This will be the heart. Let's set that aside. All right, I'm gonna use my Steam-A-Seam to make these little templates here. So I think typically with templates for the raw edge applique, usually they're in reverse, but these look like they're gonna be the same either way we do it, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's grab a sheet of this out. I have one started, it looks like. Oh yeah, we can fit the hashtag on here. It's so bendy. So I think if I remember that, tell me if I'm wrong, I think we traced on the side with these yellow markings. So typically with a fusible web like this, it will have a paper on one side, and then it will have like a sticky dotted side almost, or like a scratchy side. When you trace your applique, you do it on the flat paper side, not on the sticky side. But in this case, the Steam-A-Seam 2 has paper on both sides because it actually, on top of it being fusible, it's also a sticker, which makes it nice for rearranging a little bit. So, but I always get confused which side we draw on, and I think it's this side with the yellow lines. I'm trying to see if I can fit it in this little area, but I don't. I think we're just missing it. Oh wait, right there about. Yeah, we're going right there. All right, I'm gonna grab a pencil. And I can see this just fine, but you can always photocopy it and use a light table or something. But here we go. I'm just gonna go through here. So I'm drawing right on the line. And you know, I'm trying to do the best I can because this is actually what we will cut out the line on. We're gonna use this line. And you know, the better I draw it, the easier it's going to be able to cut. Man, I got to concentrate when I do this. I can barely talk and trace. That's so funny. Like I can sew and chit-chat a little bit, but I can't apparently trace and talk. It's too much work. You did oh, one side is stickier than the other. Which lifts us easier? Oh, that's what I should have done. I think I noticed that last time that one side came off easier. It worked. It works either way, but yeah, one side is a little bit easier. You know what? Once we figure it out this time, I'm gonna write it in Sharpie on the front of my package here. Oop, go around there. I should have done it where I could fit the heart in here too. I kind of wanted to avoid all this wrinkly parts, so that's why I tried to fit in the hashtag down here. I think this will be pretty cute. All right, that will do for that. Oh, yes, you guys. So there is a bonus block this week. I am doing one of the blocks that was released last week. Dang, I can't fit that in there. We'll try and go right here. I'm doing one of the blocks that was released last week of the 4 blocks that was released, just because I'm not going to do the bonus blocks, I don't think. At least not in our main time of doing this. However, I do actually really like this week's bonus block. I did not know we were going to have a bonus block, so this is a little surprise. I was getting set to do a new, whatever the new Thursday block was, but it ended up being a bonus block, which is perfectly fine. It is adorable. But I kind of feel like I need to focus on the actual block, so that's what I'm doing. All right, so there we go. We are traced. All right, so I'm going to trim these out. I'm going to use my paper scissors for it. And when I cut these out, I'm going to cut them with a little tiny edge. I don't want to cut them right on the lines yet. I'm only going to do that once I get to the fabric. So I'm going to just we're going to just loosely cut. I don't want to leave too much of a seam allowance just because it wastes fabric. Like I won't be able to use the fabric that has this extra sticky edge on again, because if I accidentally iron on it, it'll like ruin my iron. So I don't want to accidentally put it in another block. Ooh, it's getting a little sticky as I cut out though. Yeah, the bonus block is pretty. It's, oh, I forget the name of it, but it's like a leaf block almost. Here, I'm getting rid of all that. Like a leafy looking, like a very kind of traditional quilting leaf looking block, but there's a neat little twist to it. Like it looks like, well, like a literal twist. It has this little crisscross in it made out of half square triangles, it looks like. It's really pretty. So I was tempted to do that one, but I thought I better stick to the program here so I can get things done. The blocks are released, Gina, on thesplendidsampler.com. And if you go to that website, you can also sign up for their newsletter. And that's when they'll email you with the new block if you do that. Yeah, that's where the bonus block is too, Lisa, at thesplendidsampler.com. It should be the first, it's kind of like a blog format website, so it'll be the first post in there. And there should, if you scroll down in there, there should be a link. All right, ooh, that's gonna be cute. I'm not gonna bother with cutting this out. That's gonna end up being like such a little piece of fabric that I'm just gonna toss it. So I'm gonna just put it on the fabric like that. I'm gonna actually save this little piece. This piece I'll toss. Okay, get over there. And now let's just trim this little heart. Ooh, do you hear the police sirens or ambulance sirens or something? Oh, Gina, okay. Now I see what you're saying. Good question. I kind of doubt there will be a new block. Maybe that's why they released 4 blocks this week, or this past week, is because they could just have that bonus block and then you know, people could finish these blocks on vacation or something maybe. They did do bonus blocks on the first Splendid Sampler Gretchen, but the format of that was a little bit different. Sometimes we didn't have the book yet, so that kind of affected things a little bit. I'm gonna put these away. Oh wait, first we wanted to test. Oops, sorry, I bumped you guys. We wanted to test which side of this was good. I was gonna put this away, but I wanted to, on the front, I wanna say, trace on the, you know, yellow side. We'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna leave this out yet. Okay. So let's prep our pieces. Oh, this is kind of a funny long piece. I'm going to just try and squeeze this in where I can. I think I'm probably gonna go right up there. So I'm not cutting a block beforehand. I'm just trying to, I'm just gonna put it on my fabric here and then trim it out. I think it's probably better if I go in this square area down here. So what I'm gonna do is, first I'm gonna press this. Let's just press both of these. I'll press this guy right away too. Ooh, with the heart I could go so the gingham is like diagonal, that'd be cute, or I could go straight up and down. We'll have to see. So let's press over to the pressing mat here. All right, let's make sure that I don't get this stuff heated up. Okay, let's start here. Gosh, this is wrinkly, isn't it? So I'm just gonna press, this is where I'm gonna put the piece, and I'll just do it right away now. Kind of preheating the piece a little bit, preheating the fabric. All right, so I'm gonna pull away the side that isn't the yellow side. And oh man, you know what? That yellow side is pulling off more easy. Oh, but you know what? Remember that usually when you trace something with raw edge, the design is flipped. Oh wait, but we flip on the, so let's say this is reversed, then it's the right side. Oh, okay, so this is right. If this is a reversed piece, that's good. So we want to we'll pull off this top. The yellow part is what's coming off easier. So that's what we're going to pull off. Oh wait, but we can't do that because I need to use these lines to cut. Man, so I am going to have to take this back piece off. Oh, but not this one's easier. I don't know. This one didn't seem easier than the other. I thought maybe the yellow piece would come off easier, but no, we're pulling off this back white piece. I don't know. I think maybe we did it right. We draw on the yellow and then we pull off the plain back piece, and it's sticky. Both sides are actually sticky, just to make this really easy. Yeah, this is the same both ways, and the other one is too. So I think we're okay. But okay, so if this was wrong side and the wrong side, okay, we're good. We're good still. I think it is. You draw on the yellow and you pull off the white. That's how we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna stick this right on. Let's do it square. So what's nice is that it's sticky, so I can just lift it up and rejigger it a little bit. I think we're gonna go right like that. And now we're gonna just fuse it. So I'm gonna hold the hot iron on there for a few seconds, probably around 10 seconds or so. I think it probably says on the instructions here. If you go too hard or too long, then it's a little difficult to get the sticky stuff off or get the paper off. But I think that is good like that. Oh, steam to seam is great. It really doesn't matter. Exactly, Lisa. It really doesn't matter. It will be very obvious on any other fusible what side to draw on, because you'll draw on the paper side. The other side will be the glue. So it'll be pretty clear. All right, let's put that one aside. Let's do this heart. And this pattern is made for this not having to care what if you're backwards or forwards, because both of these shapes are, you know, the same either or. All right, so let's pull off the back here again. Yeah, oh gosh, see, I don't know. They're both, this time they're both pretty easy to pull off. So let's see, let's tuck them in here. I think I like the gingham going up and down. So we're gonna try and make it as straight up and down as I can. I can kind of see through. I'm putting it on the back side of the fabric, but I can kind of see the gingham lines through it, and I think we got a little straight up and down heart there. Okay, so there's that, and then while we're at it, let's press our white piece here. We have to cut our shape out of here. We'll trim this to the 7.5, or not the 7, to the 7" by 7" square, just so it's a little bit bigger when we put it in our quilt, so that'll be easier for free motion quilting. And it's kind of what's always suggested for applique, even though it's more for the needle turn applique. Oh, you admire those that enjoy needle turn because you don't. Oh man, I love needle turn. I just think it looks so sweet, needle turn appliques when they're done. I just don't like that they take ages to do. Like, they're so cute, but they just take so long. All right, so I'm gonna cut these out. First, I'm just gonna kind of roughly cut this fabric out. Just then I don't have to deal with a huge chunk of fabric. Ooh, I don't think I pressed this. Did I press this at all? I might have just stuck this down. I don't think I pressed this. All right, let's press this down. That's the thing with Steam a Seam. It has a sticker in it, so it just sticks down, but I don't think I pressed this. So let's give that a try again. And now I have like a little edge that's up. I don't want that to stick to my iron. So there we go. I'm just gonna go over, I'm not gonna move you guys. I'm just gonna press that quick. And this guy for sure was pressed. I remember pressing him for sure. Okay. That feels fused. Okay, let's cut him out with the, ooh, it's hot. I'm gonna cut him out with my fabric scissors now. Yeah, Robin, I think it's so relaxing, that needle turn applique. But when I am 5, oh, actually now I'm more like, with those new blocks on Thursday, I think I'm like 7 blocks behind now. So needle turn applique is lovely when you have the time, but they're starting to back up on me, these blocks. So we'll let the needle turn applique be. Sometimes a piece will just looks like, oh man, that needs to be needle turn. It would just be so cute as needle turn. So if we come up with one of those, I'll do that. And I like trying different ways of applique as well. So we're not going to do everything raw edge like this just because I want to try other things. But today seemed like a day to get something quick and finished and accomplished. So this block seemed to work. Ugh, I think that was a good choice. That's pretty, that gingham. Okay, now this feller, I'm gonna just kind of, again, just trim him out. We'll lose some of this fabric, but we're gonna be okay. All right, done with that fabric. So this one, let's see. I'm tempted to cut that center piece out first, just because I have more hand grip here. I think I'm gonna. So I'm just gonna. I don't know. I think the best way to maybe is just fold this and put a little snip in the middle, like that. Okay, I think that'll work. Oh, this is an awfully large scissors for this. Let's try something else. I'm gonna use a scissors I haven't used in a while. This is like a little embroidery. Oh, this is my Ginger scissors. Never mind. I thought this was one of my. I have these cool scissors from Germany. I was going to use that, but we'll use this little guy instead. Okay, just kind of get into a corner. So you want these cuts to be really nice and clean. Now I'm following the lines when I'm cutting things out, but you do want it nice and clean, and you don't want to handle it very much because this edge is going to be exposed. It's a raw edge. I'll switch back to that other scissors later, but that's pretty big to get in here. Yeah, some weeks are just busy and you want an easy win. And this block seemed like an easy win. If you did it raw edge applique. I mean, we could needle turn this, but we would not be finishing it tonight or tomorrow. That's for sure. All right, so we got that little center area. Cute. All right, I'm gonna go back to my big scissors because I like it. And you'll notice like now I'm going really slowly around these pieces too, because again, this is going to be the actual exposed edge. Ooh, I got a little bendy on that one. I always think whenever I'm cutting something like this out, I think I mentioned this before, but I always it was preschool. It was either preschool or first grade. I remember cutting something out and the teacher said, "Move the paper, not those scissors." And I remember that being like an epiphany. That was a huge aha moment. Just leave the scissors here and move the paper. But whenever I'm cutting something out careful like this, I always think about that life-changing moment in preschool. That would have never occurred to me. Ooh, there are a lot of little points on this. It sure could. This is my favorite scissors. It is so sharp and smooth. This is that Kai Dressmaker's scissors. Kai is the brand name, Kai. It just sounds good too when you cut, and it is just smooth. Like, it doesn't feel like your hand's working at all. I love it. Ooh, this is taking a while though. There's a lot of little nooks and crannies to this one. Gosh, another reason why this is going to be so much faster than the needle turn applique. There's actually a lot of surface area on this, isn't there? I think it's going to be pretty with these blue flowers in it. Oh, you didn't have a preschool? It was either preschool or first grade, but I think it was preschool. Oh man, Jane, ugh, I hope you feel better soon. Ooh, that corner wasn't very good. Almost done with this guy. I think I'm getting impatient. Trying to go a little faster. Got the heart done already though. Shouldn't complain, this is easy. I think it'll be kind of fun sewing this one. All right, almost there. Now my hand's getting a little tired. Okay, great. So there we go. Oh, it's sweet. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm really liking this fabric with this hashtag. It is pretty adorable. So, all right, that's pretty much the configuration right here, I think. I have to cut out this square first, so let's do that. Scooch these guys out of the way. Let's see, what would the best way to do this be? I think I need my big square ruler for this guy. The only thing with having to cut these at that 7-inch size instead of the 6.5 is I can't use my perfect little 6.5-inch 6.5-inch ruler. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I always have to count because I get nervous. All right, so I'm going to cut these two sides. I'm going to get a little taller for you guys. we'll cut those two, and then I will flip it around and do the other two sides. I think I have this upside down, so I'm going to just hold this tight as I can. We have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, get all that out of the way. Let's rotate this and get some. Now this was our good rectangle. Let's 7 and 7. I'm just lining up those 7-inch edges. Should be perfect. I'm gonna rotate this a little bit. Is this 7? Oh man, I think I got a little nick in there, but that's okay because we're gonna ultimately cut that off. Oh, one of your daughters failed cutting in kindergarten. She was so sad. Oh man, I don't remember that being an actual skill we got graded on. Oh God, that sounds depressing. Oh, I hope that wasn't the case. I like it. I like remembering it as an aha moment instead. Why can't it just be fun to cut out something? Don't need to be graded on it. All right, so there is our white square. Let's see, let me just read. Okay, refer to the photo to position. Okay, well that's fine. We'll just do that then. I thought maybe there'd be a special way to line things up, but it just looks like, look at the photo and make it look like that, which is fine. So I'm gonna put that book right here so we can see it. Get a little bit higher so we can see both. Okay, so we still have to take off the backing of this, and I'm gonna do that by, I'm gonna grab my stiletto here. That's just like that pointy turkey lacer. So if you wanted to make your own stiletto like this, now would be the time, because this is a turkey lacer, which is a Thanksgiving-y thing, and it has just some beads glued on it. The circle part at the top here is part of the turkey lacer. But yeah, now's the time of year. All right, so I'm gonna just put a crisscross across in the center of it. I don't wanna be fiddling with the sides, because me going like this to try and get that paper off is what's going to give me kind of a rough edge there. So I wanna go from the center instead. So I just did that little X in there, and I'm gonna kind of pick this out from the center there. Once I get a flap up, then I should just be able to pull it off. There we go, perfect. And remember, this is that steam-a-seam, and it's sticky on the one side, so I can keep placing it exactly how I want. If I wasn't using steam-a-seam, it wouldn't stick, and I would be working on my ironing surface, because I don't want to place it perfectly here and then have to shift it to my ironing surface. So if you aren't using the steam-a-seam, which with that sticky sticker part, if you just have a normal fusible that's, you fuse on both sides still, it has the paper on one side and then fusible, and then you still tear off the paper, but it doesn't stick. Then you'll want to do this right on your pressing surface. So I'm not gonna place that yet. It's just hanging out there while I take care of this one. Same thing, I'm going to put across in those. Oh, Gretchen, you found the turkey lacers. Yep, now is the time of year. My guess is that it would be kind of in the baking aisle. You know, kind of where you get those aluminum tins for cooking stuff. That'd be my guess. I don't know, but that'd be my guess for that. Come on, paper. Wants to be all wonky on me. Oh, yay, pineapple done. Good work, Gretchen. All right, so I'm gonna just kind of, oh, this is kind of different. I think it's, oh yeah, it is. It's wider here. So the wider part goes like this. I thought it looked weird all of a sudden when it was up. It's cute that way though too, isn't it? Man, I think it's almost cuter. We're gonna do it how it is in the instructions here. So it's kind of about right here. So remember, we are gonna trim this down to 6.5 inches. So I have to leave at least a 1/4 inch here. I can't, you know, I don't want to go this close to the edge. So I'm not sticking it down yet. We're just gonna let that be. This guy goes kind of here. I think at that angle, and it kind of tucks into this kind of tucks into it a little bit like this. Yeah, kind of like that, but now I should try and center both of those, so I'm getting fussy. So that's about the same distance from the top. I think that's it right there. So I'm going to just press these down. Again, this has a sticky side because it's that steam-a-seam, so now, you know, I can move it around. I'm going to close, yeah, I'm going to close up the book now, just so it's out of the way. All right, let's go to the pressing. Jane, I did not actually make this. This was a gift, but it's just like some glue like that. What's that glue like that? E5000 or what's that super duper glue that has like 1,000, like 3,000 or 2,000 or 5,000, whatever that super glue is. You can probably use like any super glue, or actually you could probably just use like a glue gun or something too. It looks like each bead was kind of glued as well. But yeah, not epoxy. I think that's too mega. Oh wait, maybe it is called that. E6000. Oh, that sounds right. E6000. There you go. E6000. I think you can get that at craft stores, you know, where you'd get the beads and stuff too. These have those kind of fun bead, like, I don't know what you call those. I'm sure they're called something, but it has like these decorative guys in the middle. I don't think you would need that, but they're awfully cute. One feature though that I really like about these, I have 2 of them. It has this flat bead in the middle, and that being flat makes it so nice for a little, like holding it for like a little handle. So I'm just totally liking this. All right. Oh, some said Gorilla Glue. Yeah, I mean anything really, like a glue gun. I think anything would work just fine. Just like put a gob there and you're probably good. But yeah, actually, you probably want to put the glue on these parts too, just so when you hold your bead in the middle, it won't move around too. All right, we got to remember to fuse this. So I think this looks good. I'm letting it be. All right, so I think my iron is still hot. We'll start with this hashtag guy. So we need to stitch this down yet, and I think I want to use that yellow 12-weight thread that we used, not yesterday, I think on Tuesday. This is probably down enough, don't you think? Yeah, we'll hold it there a little bit longer. Yeah, I know, right? Right, Jane? For like any sewer friend, I mean, I use it all the time. And the turkey lacer in particular is just the right size and super sharp, just the right pointiness. I mean, sometimes you just want your tiny little pointy finger to get in there with your fabric sometimes, and so that works. It works great. Versus like the thicker stilettos that are made out of wood or something. I mean, I love it, and just the size. It's just handheld, just right. All right, this is so we basically have it here, and again, I love it so much more than I thought I would. I think just like the fun fabric choices, and I don't know, it's just coming together, I think. So, all right. Oh, we got time yet to sew. That's good. So I think I'm going to use this yellow. It's subtle enough that it's not going to jump out at you like crazy, but it's fun enough that it looks like you did something special with the embroidery, I think, versus just stitching. So I'm going to do just a straight stitch around. I might actually crisscross around like this on all of these. I think that'd be kind of cool. So it kind of has like a little square that happens in the middle. We had a little, like it was getting kind of frayed and stuff last time, but again, let's just see if we can make it through a block. I am not going to change my needle this time. I'm going to see if this Microtex needle can deal with it. So I'm going to just show you guys up here quick. I'm going to take off, this is the, get a little scissors in here again. This is the 50-weight thread that we've been using, and this is the 12-weight. So look how much thicker the 12-weight is, and that's going to help it be decorative too, just because it's a thicker a thicker thread. And these are both Aurifil threads. You know what? I don't think I have a link to any of the Aurifil stuff on my website. I should get that up for you guys, or on